And here I am. I've managed to get to the very top, which wasn't too difficult, apart from the turbo lift not working, so I had to take a flight of stairs, so I'm slightly out of breath, but well worth it for getting to the very top of the Central Library in town, in the city, and some spectacular views from here. As you can see, very high up, and down there is the University College Birmingham of Food, Tourism and Arts, and where the bus is just going by you can see the Shakespeare pub, which is quite an old pub in Birmingham. And if we look further away, we could just about make out the Black Country, those high hills, the Beacon or whatever it is, in the background. And there's the tower blocks that were built in the 1960s, which I've been told that they could be up for demolition soon. So I'm not sure what they're going to replace there, but as you can see, they probably get some great views in those tower blocks as well of the city, from that side anyway. So I've just got to get my bearings now. Actually, I'm confused because if I look further into the background, that also looks like that place that it's by Oldbury way. So what I was looking at over that side, that must be something completely different. Oh, I don't know, I get confused. And if we look down there, we can see the park, and where some of the buses go around the back here, like the 23 bus to Harborne. You can just see the canal in the distance. So I'm just going to pause it here and carry on to the other side. So as we come to this end of the balcony, we can see along to the canal by the back of Broad Street, and I believe that's where President Clinton had his famous lunch, down there on one of the balconies of the pubs, with a pint of bitter and some chips that he shared with some elderly couple from Hall Green. And if you look further into the distance, you can actually see where I was 3 weeks ago, Frankley Beeches. It stands out there in the distance, so that's a great view to get. To be able to see Frankley Beeches from here is fantastic. And we look further to this side, and we have the Symphony Hall and the famous Hyatt Hotel, which is probably one of the most expensive hotels around, I'd imagine. So actually it's quite interesting, because when I was on the ground level I couldn't see anyone up on the balcony, so I thought it was probably closed, but luckily enough it was easy enough to come up to today, because there has been excuses in the past where I've tried to come up to the top and there's been some excuse, but it's usually about the weather or something like that. So yes, some great views. And there's a building over there which is one of the highest buildings, probably the highest building in the city, just behind the Leonard Royal. And I had the opportunity to go up there either last year or the year before, thanks to my friends Bal and Mark, who gave me a key to go into that building. and I got some well, I say I got some great shots. Unfortunately I didn't have a camera phone at the time, but my brother was with me, managed to get some great photographs of me standing on top of that with the city in the background, the rotunda especially. So I'll have to post that one of the days. And now we go over to the other side. There's the Alfany Tower, which if you remember in the old days of Central Television back in the late 70s, early to mid 80s, they had their studios just below that building, and that's where they used to film all the great shows back in the day, like Tiswas and other popular series that ITV'd made back in the day. So, and we have a look down here and we can see Broad Street. All the buses passing along. There's the metro, which goes all the way to Wolverhampton from here, and that other building in the background further away with the obscure architecture is near to the mailbox, but the mailbox is slightly out of view, so you can't really see it. And then we have this new monstrosity that's gone up where Paradise Forum used to be. Can't say I'm that impressed with it. I actually do like the old kind of layout of Paradise Forum, but it's now just become too cosmopolitan. That's the real shame about the city. Over the last kind of 3 decades, there's been so much rebuilt, but it just kind of mirrors every other city in the United Kingdom. Of all the big cities that have been redone, like Liverpool, Manchester, London, they just all look the same now, so there's no kind of unique character or individuality about the city anymore, which is kind of sad in a way. So here's the library itself. I mean, some people would argue that this is it's a bit of a, I don't know, personally I think the layout, the architecture of it is pretty cool, but a lot of people don't like it. And there's wasteland over there, I see, so I'm assuming there's going to be another building going up shortly, because it always seems to be the way in the city. Seems to be in a constant flux of work construction going on, and road works and stuff like that. And down here they usually have some events going on, although usually it's later in the year. But yeah, not a bad day for filming. If it was a bit higher up, you'd be able to see even beyond what's over that side, which is going towards probably places like the Swan area. You'd be able to see in the background and stuff like that. But a lot of these tall buildings kind of sadly hide the areas that are further out. But at least I got Franklin Beaches in there anyway, so. So that's me on a Tuesday in June on top of the Central Library, the Birmingham Library, whatever it's called now. So signing off for now, and catch up with you all again soon. Over and out.